Nigga!
Icon of the sport, Paul Bunyan's axe stands tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. A lot of tight finishes when the Gophers and the Badgers battle for the Axe. Minnesota taking a tight one last time out.
And I promise you, Wisconsin's heard about that all year long. Minnesota getting the Axe a year ago. You see the film, you see the highlights of it, Palmer, and you want to change that starting today.
Yeah, and I think Minnesota's expecting Wisconsin's biggest punch and their best punch in this game. You're going to get it anyway because this is the biggest rivalry game they play all year, but because of how last year finished, and winning that game so close, they knew Wisconsin was going to come out firing in this game.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball, to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The run inside. It's Taylor. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Might be changing the route. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Sliding to his left. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
On the delay, it's Taylor. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Moving out to the right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do I do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Badgers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll go to the counter play. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Tracy. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He'll go to the sneak. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down. The hand to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it behind the line. It's Rigby. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Badgers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. With the catch, it's Rigby. Snags it and he's open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Wisconsin! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often. The fireplaces, it gets very cold. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way the Paul Bunyan's axe is.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Tracy. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The give is to Taylor. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Joseph. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 25. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Gophers will take their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. To the air, it's Lindsey. Pulls it in, it's Thompson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gonna take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The Badgers are marching down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Joseph. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Badgers will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Taylor has it. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Rushes on him. Breaks loose. Finds a crease at the 20. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field, and points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give is to Taylor. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense is...
Here's a little room there. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's looking deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Give to the back. There's some room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Joseph. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Looking to pass, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in, and they pick up just a few on that completion. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing Joseph. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. From the gun on third down, Joseph looking down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout.
Well, Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Got a man. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down?
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Might have a chance. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Trying to run, it's Taylor. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's Axe will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.